viewers, welcome to Roving Report, a program that gives you an overview of the developments in India's northeast region. I'm your host Chandrakala and the highlights of today's program are: Water harvesting project brings hope to people of Kangsung village in Nagaland. Renowned designer from Manipur sets up fashion studio in Imphal. Northeast Connectivity Summit organized in Agartala. And music takes center stage at Zero Festival. With a favorable climate, lush greenery and magnificent mountains, the northeastern state of Nagaland is blessed with the beauty of nature. But the state has often been affected by acute shortage of water. In order to resolve the issue, a pilot project on rainwater harvesting has been undertaken by Nagaland Science and Technology Council, NESTEC, to supply drinking water to 5 villages of the state. Here's a report.
Kangsung village in Tuli subdivision of Mukokchung district is a picturesque Aonaga village overlooking the plains of Amguri oil fields of Assam. However, being situated on top of a mountain like any other Naga village, villagers in Kangsung had to fetch water from a perennial spring about 2 kilometers away from the village. Hence, construction of water reservoirs became a major concern for the villagers. Community Educational Center came as a big rescue for the villagers as reservoirs were constructed with the support from Hans Foundation and the CEC.
We collect water from this rooftop. So we channel it to a water tank which has been constructed just below the building, just nearby around. And we have reserved in Kangsung for around 3 lakh water capacity. And then from there, water tank, the pipe goes to different units. So for example, 5 families can have 1 water tank. So we just give it in hourly basis, in the morning and in the afternoon.
Most of the villages in Nagaland are located on hilltops and the villagers often have to depend on spring water as source of drinkable water. Rainwater harvesting was taken up to address the problem as the state receives sufficient rainfall and due to the low-cost maintenance of this technique. It also does not require highly trained manpower.
Pani ahibo aro 1 2 din di manokan pani do kali corona takibo ito sob kodom hobo aro summer di holibi pani do lobuli chai takibo holibi ito CEC bar Mr. Subunamba director tarba initiate korna ito tangor tingki ito bunai dise church pra kiman pani ha ito sob jama korna yati itia pani do sob laga core di jagina pangchon core hogina ito point ekta tigina ase ito bra pani do itia sob available ho jai.
Along with the project, various programs have been initiated to raise awareness among villagers about the right ways to utilize water.
Puiladi, Mikey Kandoi man to Kurna, no didi Jagina, Kang Lugina, Pukitakishi Panido. Olivi Achigalido, Mr. Savunamba, CC Director Bra, Ido Tinki Punaitikina, Achigalido, Osori Korosore Hagina, Panido, Mikey can sob, Ido Lugina.
The initiative will certainly bring respite to the villagers. The pilot project has been initiated in Phekrukrim, Dehoma, Kijumetoma, Aradura, PBCA, Langpang and Longleng.
The handloom textiles of northeastern India have been in great demand all over the world because of its unique texture and wide variety. To keep alive the tradition and uniqueness of northeastern fashion and color, many designers from the region are doing their bit to bring forth the rich fabrics and tribal designs into the mainstream. Recently, a noted fashion designer and makeup artist from Imphal, Robert Naurem, attracted large number of people to his first fashion fiesta named Royal Runway 2016, held at Uripok, Konsam Lekai. Have a look. Inaugurating his first ever academy and fashion studio in Imphal, globally acclaimed stylist Robert Naurem brought to light some of his unique collection on Manipuri ethnic designs in a glittering fashion event. Models from outside the state and 14 Manipuri models sizzled the ramp, showcasing his work like the hand-woven fanik and inafi, a shawl that is worn on the upper body. The streets of Manipur saw the biggest ever celebration of fashion where large number of crowds gathered to witness the unique display of the state's traditional attire. The fashion street was set on fire by Sunsilk Mega Miss Northeast 2015, Jessica Marbanyang from Meghalaya.
Well, I've known Robert for quite a while now, and I've seen Robert. He's such a hard-working person, and he really deserves all this. I feel he deserves more than this. He's really, really hardworking. And yeah, his collections are amazing. It's really, really nice. I'm so proud of him and very, very impressed.
Moreover, Robert's collection was also available at his studio at affordable prices.
When you look into weaving and the handloom industry, Manipur is a place where it is very rich in handloom and weaving industry. But they don't have, these weavers doesn't have any, innovation and ideas, creativity on depth in either the color setting or the using of the right fabrics or the techniques to them. When these people who have professionally done the designing course or who are into these trends, who knows the trends of the fashion, when involved in the weaving and try to help these weavers and support our own clothes and weaving, that is made in Manipur, what I can say that the textile and handloom will surely grow up very fast and it will come in the market.
The Academy Cum Fashion Store was inaugurated by Femina Miss India 2016, Priyadarshini Chatterjee, in presence of Deputy Chief Minister of Manipur, Gai Khangam, and Commerce and Industry Minister Govindas Kantozam.
I think it's very important to connect to your roots, and when it comes to handloom products or collection of clothes, I think it's very important for all of us to remember where we come from and keep up our traditions and always support when it comes to our tradition.
Robert's dream of setting up a fashion store in Imphal has finally shaped into a reality after a struggle of 12 years. Robert now aims to motivate and inspire the youths of Manipur who aspire to become part of fashion industry. He has set up his studio cum academy with his own savings. It would also offer makeup courses apart from designing courses. The courses are likely to start from October, and Robert now plans to introduce an academically oriented fashion college having affiliation to a university.
This academy, basically, I'm trying to put up only first beauty science, that is the course on makeup courses on our facial anatomy, makeup, skincare, and the styling, that is especially the fashion styling. That is the first course I'm going to take up, because right now I cannot have the garments and apparels course because it is just a starting for me. So I still need time and planning for next year to have my academy for the apparel and design. So this is a startup which I have it right now, which I thought it will take up a high pick to the youths, inspiring the youth.
Such an initiative by designers like Robert will go a long way in reviving the lost glory of the traditional fashion. Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently.
Union Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare Anupriya Patel recently attended the felicitation program along with other dignitaries from the state's health service. The felicitation program was organized by the Meghalaya AIDS Control Society at Directorate of Health Services Research, Shillong. During the program, the minister felicitated Dr. V.F. Barre, Senior Skin Specialist and in charge of ICTC and STI, Civil Hospital, Shillong, the Art Plus Center, Shillong, for ensuring free medical treatment to all the registered PL-HIVs with proper nutritional guidance, psychological and emotional support to those affected and infected families. The minister urged the organizations and the line departments to disseminate the idea of creating an enabling environment and a sensitive community which understands the need for providing moral support to those affected by this deadly disease. Minister of State for Development of Northeastern Region or Donor Jitendra Singh inaugurates a two-day seminar on bamboo development in New Delhi recently. The seminar was attended by ministers in charge for environment and forests from 8 northeastern states. Donor Ministry organized the two-day conference in an objective to develop through various technological interventions to improve the livelihoods of the people in the northeast region and identifying bamboo as an important resource as bamboo is found in abundance in the northeastern region. Organized by Donor Ministry, the conference had a brainstorming session and also shared success stories which could be replicated across the region for the benefit of the Northeast people. The two-day conference includes panel discussions and presentations on issues like leveraging Northeastern region biodiversity, further skill development in bamboo sector, legal and regulatory issues, and enhancing supply of raw materials. During the seminar, it also rolls out a roadmap to develop bamboo, which will be a crucial intervention for the overall development of the Northeastern region.
Why can't each state have an identity of its own? Just as Sikkim is come to known as the organic state of the country, we could have some of these states which have a huge bamboo production come up as bamboo states of India. They could acquire an identity and they could have a focused approach both from the part of the government as well as the private sector.
Recently, at a Kisan Mela, Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacted with farmers in Jorhat via video conferencing from New Delhi and released 2 new medicinal and aromatic plant varieties, citronella and lemongrass. The fair was organized as a part of the 74th Foundation Day of Northeast Institute for Science and Technology, the only science laboratory in the Northeast. Modi lauded the success story of young Biswanath Pandit, who after completion of his BSc Botany degree took up farming as his profession. PM Modi added that his story will encourage thousands of people in the country. More than 500 farmers from different districts of Assam attended the Kisan Mela. Later, a sampling each of citronella and lemongrass were given away to all participants by K.M. Gujra Barua, Vice Chancellor of Assam Agricultural University, Jorhat. The second round of peace talks between the Mizoram government and Manipur-based Mar People's Convention Democratic or HPCD would be held in the first week of October in Aizawl. The first round of talks resumed on August 10, 2016 under a cordial atmosphere 3 years after a stalemate in 2013. On the eve of talks, the HPCD had expressed his hopes of resolving the Mar political problem in Mizoram through dialogue. The HPCD has been demanding a separate autonomous district council in the northeastern part of Mizoram under the 6th schedule to the Constitution of India, and has been indulging in violent activities to press their demands from across the Manipur border. After a tough fight against the top 16 contestants, Revati Chetri from Assam bagged the crown of Senorita India 2016, which was held recently at Novotel Hotel in Pune. Revati will present India at the Miss International 2016 pageant, which will take place in October in Tokyo, Japan. Senorita India 2016 was the first edition of the pageant. The Miss International pageant has been India's Archer Hills at beauty pageants. Despite winning titles at several gold events, India is yet to win a crown there. A 2-day special meet on improvement and promotion of pulses cultivation in the Northeast was recently held in Agartala. Organized by the Indian Council for Agricultural Research or ICAR in collaboration with the Tripura Agriculture Department. The meeting was inaugurated by Tripura Minister of Forest and Rural Development Naresh Jamatia in the presence of Dr. S.C. Nechan, Director, ICAR Research Complex or NEH region, and scientists and lecturers of various agricultural universities and colleges. A state-level farmers' meet on promotion of pulses and exhibition of various crops and technology was also conducted. Discussions were held on the current status and future strategies for promoting and increasing pulse production in the Northeast. The second Inter-Club Dimapur District Badminton Tournament was held recently at Sakos Mission College Indoor Stadium in Dimapur, Nagaland. MLA and Advisor for Urban Development S.I. Jamir graced the closing ceremony and gave away the prizes to the winners. Many players from various clubs participated in the tournament organized by Shuttlers United. It had categories such as men's doubles opens, men's doubles amateur, veterans doubles amateur, veterans doubles open and women's doubles open. Prizes were sponsored by Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha in memory of its former president late Kahuto Chishi.
Harnessing the need for better connectivity in the northeastern states and to improve the bilateral relation between Bangladesh, China, India and Myanmar, the first Northeast Connectivity Summit was recently organized in Agartala. A report. In a bid to improve trade and connectivity between four member nations of the BCIM and identify connectivity as a major parameter in attracting investments to the northeastern region, Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry organized the 3-day-long summit Connect Northeast 2016. The summit also emphasized on harnessing the BCIM economic corridor.
To restore the connectivity of 1947, to see that we can get to between 4 and 5 hours to Calcutta or to Delhi is absolutely important. Therefore, we are emphasizing on 4 types of connectivity. One is air connectivity, 2 is connectivity of rail, 3 is connectivity of road in a much better way than it is being delivered, and river.
The summit also highlighted the need to better rail and road connectivity in the northeastern states as well as the South Asian countries. It is worth mentioning that Bangladesh, India, China and Myanmar region is one of the richest in the world in terms of resources. This region covers 9% of the world's total area, 7.3% of the global domestic product and involves 440 million people. However, the proposed economic corridor of BCIM is likely to have huge prospects in the arena of trade, investment, energy, transport and tourism. Implementation of the Look East policy was also discussed during the event.
India's foreign policy option in the West is very limited because of Pakistan and all the other factors that you know, and I don't want to elaborate that. Therefore, India's foreign policy compulsion makes it important that Look East is not a luxury but an absolute necessity. And how do you look east from mainland India? You have to deal with Bangladesh. Bangladesh is not only your gateway into Northeast, makes it easy for the mainland India to connect to Northeast, but also for the further progress of your Look East policy.
During the summit, Niti Aayog member Bibek Dev Roy discussed ease in doing business besides stressed upon the need for each state to identify its own strength and work on that for prosperity. He also emphasized on development of infrastructure for making Tripura and Northeast states investor-friendly. During the summit, various perspectives of connecting the NER of India with Bangladesh and Southeast Asia, along with its potential challenges and opportunities, were also discussed. Holding such events will go a long way in boosting investment opportunities in the nation as well as in the Northeast region. Well, peace and development is a buzzword in the Northeast. Let's take a quick look at some development news from the region.
Recently, Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu launched the Go Live e-Governance project of Itanagar Municipal Council, digitizing the urban local body and bringing it online. Sanctioned in 2012 under the erstwhile Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewal Mission, the IMC's Go Live project, executed by Hyderabad-based IT company Navyuga Infotech Limited in consortium with Telearc Technologies Private Limited, is being implemented by the State Urban Development Department. With this project, citizens will have quick access to all facilities, including filing of online application for key services such as issuance of birth and death certificates as well as trade licenses. Minister of State for External Affairs General Retired Dr. V.K. Singh, along with Minister of State for Home Affairs Kiran Rijiju, recently inaugurated the new Passport Seva Laghu Kendra in Itanagar. It is part of the centre's attempt at reaching out to citizens through e-governance. The new centre will ease the process of getting a passport for the locals, who will now be able to obtain it in Itanagar instead of having to travel to Guwahati or other cities outside the state. With the formal inauguration of the PSLK in Itanagar, the government says it has fulfilled its commitment to set up PSKs in all states of the Northeast. The Legal Care and Support Centre of Shillong's Lady Keane College was recently inaugurated by Dinesh Maheshwari, Chief Justice at the Meghalaya High Court, and Patron-in-Chief of the Meghalaya Legal Services Authority in the presence of members of the state's legal fraternity, students and college authorities. The objective of the support center is to familiarize the weaker sections of the society about their rights and provide them all assistance in legal matters. Such a center will be a big boon for students in need of legal advice who don't always have access to quality help. Activewear brand Performax, exclusively available at Reliance Trends, is now the official kit partner of Northeast United FC, NEU FC, for the second successive year for the 2016 Indian Soccer League. NEU FC, representing all 8 states of the Northeast, is co-owned by JA Football Private Limited and Bollywood actor John Abraham. As part of the partnership, Performax will exclusively retail the team's official merchandise at all Reliance Trend stores in the Northeast and elsewhere. To train budding players, NEU FC is laying stress on developing the basics, getting coaches from outside and training young talent in the age group of 12 to 16. Akhilesh Prasad, CEO of Reliance Trends, which owns Performax, expressed gratitude to Abraham and the opportunity to continue with NEU FC.
Well, every year, many youngsters from India's Northeast region come to Delhi seeking quality education and to build careers across sectors. Seniors from the region, already based in the capital, gave the freshers a rousing welcome in 2 separate events. Take a look.
Freshly passed out of high school or colleges, many youngsters from the Northeast region head to New Delhi every year to make the most of the numerous opportunities it offers. To make them feel at home and to help them connect with others from the community in the capital, Pumai Naga Sudomai Me Delhi organized the 29th Freshers Meet come Vedayu Nu recently. The event brought together more than 150 freshers, many of whom aspire to serve the nation by joining the Indian Army.
This is the 29th Freshers Meet Camp with Ojina, where every students, both working people, families, everyone come and get together. And this is the only celebration where everyone come together as a social gathering. And then we expect 2,500 to 3,000 members every year. And then this year the turnout was quite good.
One of the highlights of the event was a fashion show where models wearing traditional attires of Bumai community walked the ramp. The event also saw Charv Music Band releasing its first music album. The band also pelted out some of its originals, enthralling the audience. Both young and old were seen enjoying the event equally.
It's been a wonderful journey since we're making our album from the last 2 years, and it was hectic, and then we went through so many hurdles and then so many obstacles, but we never gave up, we never gave up. We tried our best, we put our 100% efforts to come up the album at the right time, and then on the deadline. So now we are here finally.
In a similar gesture, Arunachal Students' Union Delhi organized its 35th Freshers Meet at Arunachal House in New Delhi. The meet provides a platform for the freshers of Arunachal to meet their fellow freshers and interact with their seniors, thereby gaining from their experiences in Delhi. Students perform at the event.
I, as a student leader, would like to advise that Arunachal is a place with unity in diversity. We have 26 major tribes with 100 sub-tribes, and in that I want our students to know that Delhi is a place we all must stay united.
I came to New Delhi for here, the college which I study, it's a very good college. It has global exposures and all. And coming here, I expect, you know, all the interaction things. I want to know more people.
Such events help to bind together the people from the Northeast region. Also, such caterings make the new students feel at home and help them prepared well to take on the challenges in a new city.
Music knows no boundaries. The mystical valley of Zero in Arunachal Pradesh came alive recently during an exhilarating festival of music dubbed as one of India's greatest outdoor music festivals in the country. Here's a report.
Nestled in greenery battlefield, Zero Valley in Arunachal Pradesh recently organized a music festival. The 5th edition of Zero Festival of Music drew music lovers from across the northeastern region. Considered as one of India's greatest outdoor music festivals, it registered a huge foothold, bringing the hills alive. Organized by Zero Festival of Music in collaboration with Department of Tourism, Arunachal Pradesh, music lovers had a gala time.
Yeah, for me, it's been amazing. It's my first time to the Northeast, and for me, this place is so beautiful. It's a great venue, and I love the fact that everyone's so nice to us here. Everyone's so nice to us. It's amazing. Also, for me, I kind of consider this the indie of the indies.
The only band in the world that plays Howie and Bamhun together, a folk fusion band, Abiogenesis from Timapur, enthralled the audience with their performances. Italian band Kremlins had their fans up their feet with their heavy metallic infusion.
I would love to come here again next year. One small feedback would be that in terms of commuting to the venue and from the venue, I think maybe we can work on that, and we can have maybe shuttle cabs or buses or something like that from the main town coming here and taking us back in the evening. So that's the only like a small feedback. Otherwise, I think all in all, wonderful experience.
No Strings Attached, a band which specializes on American jazz and blues, also showcased its rocking performances at the fest. Apart from music, tourists also got the opportunity to explore the picturesque Zero Valley. Traditional food also topped the bucket list of tourists at the festival. Such festivals create a platform for budding artists of different genres to showcase their talents.
Well, viewers, with that, we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at anyindia_ANI. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host Chandrakala signing off. Goodbye and take care.